I'm not sure there's been another time where there's more access to ways to make money now than there ever has been when you're talking about online, right?
Oh, I think, it's opened up a whole new avenue for as ways for people to make money.
I mean, we focus on OnlyFans a lot. And a couple of weeks ago, I was reading how much money people are making on Some people are making hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? So we've got a Bert Show listener that wants to sell a few pictures on OnlyFans just to make a couple of extra bucks, but doesn't want to tell her boyfriend about it. So is it a bad idea or not? If you guys have something going on in your life, you want to share it with us, hit us up at thebertshow.com, and we'll throw it out for Bert Show fam. Mo's got the email.
Bert Show, please help me.
How many E's is that?
About 4. Because of my type of employment over the past few years, I ended up owing money every year on my taxes. Last year was around $5K, and this year I have to pay $3K. I do not make a ton of money as it stands, but I recently started a new job. So hopefully this year will be my last to owe money. I couldn't afford to pay the full amount at once last year. So my boyfriend helped me out, and I've slowly been paying him back. Him helping me was a huge help, and I really appreciate him for doing that. Here's my dilemma. I am really stressed about paying this amount and do not want to ask him for help again. Should I make an OnlyFans and sell used undergarments or feet pics?
Now, you guys might be listening going, what kind of craziness is that? We get emails all the time from people that we got one a couple of weeks ago from a woman selling her underwear, right?
Yep.
Making a ton of thousands of dollars a month, right? And free pics. People are making hundreds of thousands of dollars.
It's a thing.
Dude, it's how they made a ton of money on Orange is the New Black. You watched that show back in the day. Yes.
Is it?
So she was in prison, and she would gather everybody's used underwear and send it to her brother outside of prison, and then his wife would sell it on the market, and they would get a ton of money for used prison underwear.
Used prison drawers.
There was a market for it.
Yep.
People liked criminal panties.
Yes,
Whatever.
they did.
Wow.
You're not hurting my family. Do what you want.
Now, granted, that was a TV show, but it very well could happen
It's
in real
real.
life. 100.
It
100.
happens.
My boyfriend and I have talked about this in the past, and he thinks it is such a dangerous idea and that I would be putting myself in danger by doing something like this.
What?
He thinks a stalker might come out of it and doesn't think I would be fully anonymous. I would only be doing this to earn enough money to pay off my taxes and then stop. I wouldn't be showing my body or talking to anyone. It would just be used underwear or maybe feet pictures. Should I go behind his back to earn extra money this way? Can you truly be fully anonymous doing something like this? Please help. I am so broke and stressed. P.S. My boyfriend and I have been together for 6 years, and this is definitely the man I want to spend the rest of my life with. Asking my parents for money is not an option either.
Well, if this is the dude that you want to spend the rest of your life with, I wouldn't suggest keeping this a secret right here. Why can't you just go to the dude and say, like, look, this is the way I want to pay you back. It's strictly feet pictures or undergarments. That's it. Nothing, my face is not going to be shown. They're not going to be able to trace me back. So I'm telling you, I'm doing it.
Yeah, I mean, she can say that she's going to do it. I mean, because they've talked about it, and his request is that she doesn't because he thinks a stalker might come out of it, and that somehow, some way, whether it's not through looking at the online stuff, but if she is mailing used underwear to people, maybe there's a way they can backtrack. But if you have a P.O. box, I'm sure there's ways to protect
P.O.
yourself.
box.
But whatever.
You sound like you know a little bit about this.
Yeah, you use a P.O. box.
I mean, if I'm being honest, like if my husband, or at the time, Bart and I, 6 years in, he came to me and he was struggling with cash, and he's like, hey, I want to sell my used boxers online. I'm going to be like, no.
Really?
No, I'm not cool with that.
I got a problem with that.
I mean, I won't even do the DNA testing myself, let alone ship my dirty underwear to somebody.
Huh.
I don't know what kind of creepy scientist is out there.
Yeah. What if they can clone you from your farticles? Fart particles.
So if you went to Blair and you're like, hey, I want to start selling feet pictures on OnlyFans, would he be cool with it?
I did that. Not on OnlyFans, but I sold some feet pictures.
Yeah.
You're talking about people making like thousands of dollars. I made hundreds.
All right.
But no, he thought it was funny. He was like, no, that's fine. I mean, it's not your face. They can't see you. But it does make me go, like, she's in a place where she needs money. She's like, should I sell used undergarments or feet pictures? These are my two options. I'm like, Man, doesn't Plato's Closet exist anymore? Can we sell our old clothes? Is that still a thing?
I can confirm Plato's Closet does exist because I called thinking I was calling my pediatrician because I needed to get how much to give my son, how much Tylenol to give my son because he was under the weight limit or whatever. So I get on the phone and I'm like, blah, 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 blah. He's teething, da, 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 da. He weighs this much, but it says if they're under this weight, you have to da, 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 da. And the woman goes, baby, this is a Plato's Closet.
How did you even do that?
I think you got the wrong number, man.
She listened to my whole spiel
Let you get
about
it
my
all.
son and his teething and how much he weighs. And at the end, there was like a beat, just a beat. She's like, baby, this is a Plato's Closet.
Unless you want to sell that,
listening
baby.
to you. Come here, come listen.
Put you on speaker.
So yes, Tommy, they still exist.
I don't know. If Tiffany came to me and she's like, feet pictures, I'm cool. But do feet pictures, are those the gateway pictures to calf pictures? And then knee pictures?
Why'd you skip over the ankle? What's wrong with the ankle?
Our ankles are hot. Make a fortune. And then what? Then at some point we're going to have like some kind of debate on where this ends.
Well, then that's just an unsatiable urge within her. Like, I think she could be happy just making her money off the feet pictures. I mean, that's all you do is you put them in a different like shoe. They request what kind of like nail polish they want. Topless and barefoot was mine. And it's really stupid. And you make the money and then that's the end of it. But if you're going, ooh, I can make more from my boobs. Yeah,
Right, you can.
obviously.
Right.
The Bert Show.